Amazon.com or BarnesandNobles.com. It also has a coloring book that comes along with it. And I also have stuffed animals, a stuffed duck animal that you can adopt for your child to come along with the book. That's not on Amazon. On Amazon, you can reach out to me personally to adopt the duck. But the book and the coloring book is online at Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's just about a duck, and I use animals just to keep children involved and focused because kids love color. So that's why I use animals instead of an actual kid for the character. And it's just about him trying to find his forever family. And that's what a lot of children in the system are going through. Just want to have that forever home, that forever love, and a family they can call their. The name of my book is Duck Finds His Forever Home. The name of my book is Duck Finds His Forever Home. And you can find it on Amazon.com or BarnesandNobles.com. It also has a coloring book that comes along with it. And I also have stuffed animals, a stuffed duck animal that you can adopt for your child to come along with the book. That's not on Amazon. On Amazon, you can reach out to me personally to adopt the duck. But the book and the coloring book is online at Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's just about a duck, and I use animals just to keep children involved and focused because kids love color. So that's why.
Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast. I am your host, Arthur Nicole. Here I believe in winning together and creating a safe, supportive space for people to share their stories and start their healing journey. My passion is to help people confront hidden battles, embrace their truths, and take steps towards a more fulfilling life. Every episode is designed to break the silence on topics that often go unspoken, leading to conversations that uplift, inspire, and transform. Join me as we break the barriers and find strength through shared experiences, one story at a time.
Hey everyone, welcome to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. I am your host, Arthur Nicole, and this is the platform where the light shines on incredible people who are doing great things and making a difference in this world. Together, we will uncover untold stories, break barriers, and challenge the norms to inspire change. So let's get ready to be inspired, learn, and join this movement as we break the silence on issues that matter the most and bring awareness to great people in the world. So let's dive into this episode today. I know it's been a long time since I've been live, but this episode is very special to me. And I said, you know what? Why not go live? So let's go live. So today's guest is Alyssia Page-Glenn, but I know her as Danielle. I've known her literally, y'all, majority of my life since we were kids. Yes, since we were kids. She was the very first guest on my platform exactly a year ago. January 26th, I interviewed her a year ago. Yes. She is a native of Nichols, South Carolina. She is married to an amazing, supportive husband with 5 wonderful bonus children and 3 precious grandchildren. She graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Social Science from Allen University in Columbia, South Carolina. She is also a children's book author, and former social worker with experience in foster care, family preservation, and adoption. She loves children, working with them, and helping those special children to find a forever home and a forever family. She also served as the Miss North Carolina Plus World 2021. Her platform was to bring awareness to foster care and adoption services. During her time, she founded a nonprofit organization called F.A.M, Foster and Adoption Mission, the Caring Closet, that helps provide basic necessities to children in care, as well as serving families in the community with similar circumstances. Through her organization, she donates her time through community service and fundraising. Her life motto is to treat everyone the way you want to be treated. That's the golden rule, right? So she will also be the BTS showcase, level up showcase recipient this year. I'm raising money for her organization so she can continue to help foster children that need things in this world. So after her countdown, please welcome this amazing woman that I've been knowing all my life to the Breaking the Silence platform again. Hey, Danielle.
Good evening. How are you?
Welcome back. So what's been going on since the last appearance on the Breaking the Silence?
Oh man, nothing much. Working and trying to work to get our awareness out there for these kids. We recently just did our winter coat drive, and we was able to donate over 50 coats to a group home down in Myrtle Beach. So that was all our winter. That's what we was working on for the past couple of
Nice.
months.
Still working, still working. So tell everybody, what is your mission behind your nonprofit organization and how do you see it impacting the community in the long term?
Well, our mission is to basically provide the basic necessities to children that's in care or special facilities such as DJJ or hospitals and group homes, and to bring awareness of the things that they need and the needs of homes. Because we don't have many, especially in South Carolina. So I want to bring awareness and spread that we need homes and foster parents for these kids and places to go. Because it's not only about finding forever homes for them. It's about putting the puzzle together for families as well, because you have some families that's missing that one special thing, and it could be one of those adoptive kids. So that's what we're mainly about, spreading that
So where
awareness and helping complete families.
so where did this passion start? Is this something that started when you were a kid, or did this just something happen when you became an adult?
Well, I knew that I wanted to work with children. Um, didn't know that I actually wanted to go into DSS. And once I got into DSS, I just got to see the deep and dive in it. Because normally, when you hear DSS, you just think about children getting removed from the home, but it's so much more than that. So once I started working in foster care, which I first started working in Union County as a foster care worker, that's when my passion started to grow more, because I just couldn't believe it was so many people, was so many children out there who didn't have homes or didn't have clothes. I didn't grow up that way. You don't really see, not back in my day, I didn't really see it that much. It wasn't as known. So it just basically started when I started inside the system.
Wow. So, as someone who's deeply involved in foster care and adoption, what do you think society needs to understand more about the experiences of children in care?
I just think that they need to understand that it's not always something that could be helped. There is, it's just certain circumstances that can put them there. It's not always they come from a bad family, because that's not always the case. It's just sometimes those family cannot take care of them. So I just really want them to know that it's just not always a bad story, and it doesn't always end in a bad story.
I agree. I agree. It's a lot of children out there that just really just need a place to stay. And like you said, some parents just can't take care of them. But people do think that, it's always something bad behind children being in foster care, why they end up in foster care. I agree. So, what's one story or experience that has deeply impacted you in your work with children and in the foster care, and how did it inspire you to keep pushing forward?
Just seeing most some of the kids that I had on my caseload starting out, they probably did have bad temper problems, or they didn't want to be in the situation that they were. But as you get to know them, talk with them and let them get comfortable with you so that they can open up, you see how to help them. And being that I was able to, when I got to adoptions, I was able to close 8 adoptions before I ended my career in adoptions. So it's just for me, the different backgrounds, being able to get them to open up so you'll know that the need that they really need, and being able to give them that closure and to let them know that their circumstances is not always they're going to be their outcome. So I think
Right.
that that's for me is the story, because that's it's basically all of their stories in a nutshell. Not the situation, but their story.
Right.
Mhm.
So your motto is to treat everyone the way you want to be treated. That's so hard for people to do in this world. How has that principle influenced your interactions with children in foster care and families that you serve?
As I was treated, the way I was treated as a child, like I was loved. I come from a good family, a good background, so I know that I just wanted them to have the same experience as a child as me. So that's what made me really let them be kind of like their voice and let them open up to me. And I had to open up myself to them as well, so they could get comfortable with me. So it's just basically come from how I was treated as a kid, and just reflecting from that.
I agree. We were raised, to treat. We really was raised to treat people the way they deserve to be treated.
Yeah.
That would it. What I'm saying. We really was raised from that. We came from families that really was a stickler to that. So I agree. So how do you
Right.
think? How do you
Mm-hmm.
think fostering a culture of empathy and understanding can help reduce the stigma that sometimes surrounds with foster care and adoption?
Um, just I guess just being on, not being on their level, but just letting them know that, hey, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, just call away. They need to feel that comfort. They need to feel like they have someone there that they can open up to. So I just feel like it's, just being there for them in any aspect. Cause that's really all that the kids look for. Cause a lot of them do show out because they just don't know how to let it go or embrace it. So I think that's what I would say. Yeah.
Are you still with me? You still with me?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So through your nonprofit, you work to provide, children in foster care with the basic necessities. What's one thing you wish every child in care could have beyond just the basic essentials?
Well, my main goal and main item that I like to provide are duffel bags. And that's because a lot of the children that go into care enter without, if they have belongings, they don't have anything to put it in. So they're carrying around their belongings in trash bags or paper bags that DSS will give them sometimes to go back and forth. So that's my main item is a duffel bag, and I do duffel bag donations. I try to do them at least twice a year. That's my main item, and inside that duffel bag I put the main necessities like um you know um gentle hygiene, socks. I also provide blankets, or depending on their age, I will give them like a comfort animal, like a stuffed. We provide notebooks for journals, pens, things like that. So it's basically the duffel bag that I mainly try to give, and then inside that I do the necessities for them.
Okay. So what has been the most unexpected lesson you've learned while building your organization, and how has it shaped the way that you continue to serve the community?
Um, repeat that one more time. I'm sorry.
What has been the most unexpected lesson that you've learned, building the organization, and how has it shaped the way that you continue to, serve the community?
Honestly, I don't think I've had any unexpected thing because I've been through so many different aspects of the system. So I've basically seen a lot of things, went through a lot of things with the kids, and so nothing really unexpected for me. Maybe sometimes when they're not accepting duffel bags or clothing that I do raise for them, and I'm like, well, I know that they need it. So, but
Right.
other than that, as far as experiences, nothing really. I don't. Nothing's really unexpected when it comes to this type of work.
Nice. I love it. So you've dedicated so much time, throughout your life to helping children in the foster care. What do you believe is the most overlooked need within the foster care system that deserves more attention?
Homes. I think that we need more people to be foster parents. Um, but in that same case, they need to have the passion and the love for children because all foster care homes aren't good. I will be truthful
Mhm.
about that. All group homes aren't good. So, with that, I will say they have to love children, have passion, compassion for that. But that is the biggest need that they need in this area. Foster homes.
Wow. Wow. So if you can change one thing about how society views foster care and adoption, what would it be? And how would you go about changing that perception?
Stop thinking that all those kids are bad. Everybody thinks, oh, if we get a child from foster care, they're gonna be bad. And that's not the case. I've had so many wonderful children. And a lot of people don't like to deal with the teenagers, but they were my favorite group to the work. I love dealing with my teenagers. And that's because I could be on their level a little more, kind of be their friend. But hey, I'm your caseworker, But I love them. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people love working with the babies. But yeah, that's it for me. Stop thinking. I would love to change that narrative. And if I could, there we can't really record or take pictures of the kids in care. It's a policy. But if I could, that would be a better way to show them that hey, they have so much to offer than the perspective that you get or that you hear. So that would be something that I would like to change.
Yes, I love it because that's, you know what, that is the thought. They think that every child that's in foster care is bad. It came from a bad place, and they're bad. So I agree. So
Yeah.
what what kind of advice would you give to someone that's considering becoming a foster parent, and what resources do you think are most important for them to have access to?
I would say make sure you reach out to your local DSS so that you can get the training, the proper training of being a foster parent, and or if you're ready to adopt. Also know what you're wanting out of life as a parent because that reflects a lot on that child that you're bringing into your home. And like I said before, you got to have that love and compassion and passion for children to raise kids. So those would be the basic things that I say, the basic advice that I would give someone to actually want to do it. It's got to be in here to be the best foster parent because you're dealing with other people's children that you don't really know where they're coming from. So they're learning you while you're learning them at the same time.
Right. Is there a certain type of criteria you have to have in order to become a foster parent?
Oh yeah, it's a whole list of things. And whenever you reach out to your local DSS or your adoption agency, whether you want to go private adoption, they'll give you a whole list of things. They do background checks, they do home inspections, they go into medical things, they go into finances. So it's a whole list of things when you get ready to adopt. It's not as, I'll say, as extensive wanting to be foster parent, but once you get to the adoption side, that's when they start digging more into like finances and things like that. So across the board, they are going to do background checks and they are going to do home inspections, and it just got to be in a livable situation.
Mm, okay. So this is my final question for you. If there was a movie made about your life's work and your mission, who would you want to play you? And what scene would you want to be portrayed most?
Man, I would want to portray myself. And that's because I only can be me. Only one person can be me, and that's me. And I have the knowledge of what the movie will be about. And I guess the scene that I would want to be shown is just me being surrounded by my family and friends. You know, I want everyone to see how I am out on and off the camera. Um, and just doing what I love to do.
Nice. I love it. So we didn't have this the first time a year ago, but this time I do what I like to call the BTS 30 Seconds of Fame. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run your countdown, and then after your countdown, you're gonna have the platform to yourself. This is your moment where you can give some advice to someone maybe that wants to start a nonprofit or wants to adopt or maybe support you and your organization by donating to the some foster children. However, this is your time to shine. Let them know how to follow you, how to support your organization, everything. Anything you want them to know about you and the organization. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I first want to thank you for joining us today on Breaking the Silence platform and helping us spread awareness for foster and adoption services. If you would like to find out more about our organization, Foster Adoption Mission, the Karen Closet, you can find us at www.fosteradoptionmission.com. And there you can also make donations. If you would like to personally get in contact with me, you can email me at fosteradoptionmission@gmail.com. And not only do we do clothing for adoption and foster care children, we also help out in the community as well. So if there's anything that you would like to donate as far as clothing or if the basic necessities for the children in care, you can get in contact with me through email again at fosteradoptionmission@gmail.com, or you can inbox me on Facebook. My name is Lee Danielle on there. And you can also go to our website at www.fosteradoptionmission.com. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for always supporting me and coming back. I can't wait to see you at the event in March. Hopefully, we can
I
band together and we can help you with this organization for some more kids to get some help.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again. I so appreciate the being the nominee for the award. So I can't wait to see everybody in March. Get to fellowship with all the other people who are on the podcast. You had some amazing people up here. So I'm just ready to enjoy the night and to spread awareness.
Thank you. Thank you. So, we locked in forever. So, if there's anything that I can do on my end to further help you, you already know how to reach me. So, I got you.
You and same here.
And thank you to everyone else out there that's tuning into this amazing episode. Listen, we have to band together to help each other so we can win together. Y'all know I've been saying this from day one. So please, please, please support her organization so we can help more foster children out there in the world. And plus, please donate to the organization as well. She is the recipient for the BTS recipient award for nonprofit founders for the event coming up in March 1st. 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Make sure you come and join us, have a great time, fellowship, and donate to the cause. So I just wanted to give you a snippet of the person behind the organization and how amazing she is. So thank you so much again for tuning in to another episode of Breaking the Silence. Remember, the courage to share your truth is the first step towards healing. And every story we tell brings us closer to understanding, growth, and change. So if today's episode has resonated with you in some type of way, share it with someone who needs it. And let's keep breaking the silence together. So until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and always speak your truth. Later, guys.
Hello, my name is Alyssia Page-Glenn. I am a children's book author and also the owner of nonprofit organization Foster Adoption Mission, the Caring Closet. It was a privilege and honor for me to be the first guest on Breaking the Silence podcast. My overall experience was just overall amazing. To be on such a platform to bring awareness and share awareness about children who are in the foster and adoption care system, and everything that Nikki is doing with the podcast, shining light on so many small businesses, talented artists who are out there and trying to just get their music and businesses off the ground. I think it's an amazing thing that you're doing to help the small people get out there to shine bright in this big world. Thank you again for the opportunity. I can't wait to be a guest again because I have so much more that I would like to share with you. And I just wish you all the best and that it just takes off. And I see that it is going places. Congratulations on this podcast and wish you best of luck. Thank you.
Thanks for watching another episode of Breaking the Silence. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.